नमस्ते यूएफसी फैंस, आप सबका स्वागत है आपके चैनल यूएफसी हिंदी पर। आज मेरे पास बहुत सारे न्यूज़ है, चलिए जानते एक एक करके हर एक न्यूज़ को। तो चलिए स्टार्ट करते हैं। डेना वाइट ने कहा कि सारा बुलेट को यूएसए में फाइट करने नहीं मिलेगा, इसलिए उसे सिर्फ अबू धाबी और यूएई में ही फाइट करवाया जा सकता है। उसे यूएसए में फाइट इसलिए करने नहीं मिलेगा क्योंकि उसकी एक आंख खराब है, इसीलिए यूएसए की स्पोर्ट्स अथॉरिटी उसे फाइट करना अलाउ नहीं करेंगे। सारा बुलेट का बात चल ही रहा है तो बो निकल ने सारा बुलेट को किया कॉल आउट। इसी का रिप्लाई देते हुए सारा बुलेट ने कहा, निकल एक बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग ओपोनेंट है और उसकी रेसलिंग भी अच्छी है, लेकिन मुझे रेसलिंग से कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है क्योंकि मैं दागिस्तान से हूँ, तुम तो जानते ही हो ब्रदर। बढ़ते नेक्स्ट अपडेट की ओर। चिमाएव ने रॉबर्ट विटेकर को कांग्रेचुलेशन किया उसकी सऊदी वाली फाइट जीतने पर और कहा कि ये खत्म नहीं हुआ। चिमाएव रॉबर्ट विटेकर के साथ लड़ना चाहते हैं। इसी के ऊपर डेना वाइट ने रिस्पॉन्स करते हुए कहा कि अभी खामजाद और रॉबर्ट विटेकर की फाइट पॉसिबल नहीं है और डेना वाइट ने रिवील किया खामजाद चिमाएव का कमबैक यूएफसी 308 में हो सकता है। चले बढ़ते अगले न्यूज की ओर। इलिया टुपोरिया ने कॉनर मैकग्रेगर को ट्रोल करते हुए कहा, तुम मेंटली ब्रोकन हो, ये तुम्हारा सबसे बड़ा लेसन है। तुमने अपने आप पर डाउट किया, तुमने अपनी एबिलिटीज के ऊपर डाउट किया, तुमने अपनी प्रिपरेशन के ऊपर डाउट किया, इसलिए तुम दिखा नहीं पाया। चलिए बढ़ते अगले अपडेट की ओर। जो रोगन ने कहा कि कॉर्नर ने एक गुड डिसीजन लिया अपने फाइट को पुल आउट करके।
It's exactly what Pereira had when he beat Jamal Hill. He had a broken toe. Look, here's the thing about a broken pinky toe. When you're a guy who kicks as much as Connor, it's a fucking problem.
100%.
And it's also the same foot where his leg was snapped and he went into that fight injured. He's never pulled out of a fight before.
Never.
This is the first one he pulled out of, and I think it's wise because I think if you do have a broken toe and you are going into a fight and you did go into a fight, the last fight injured, what if that fucking toe becomes a real issue? Like, what if he throws a kick and it smashes again and he's in agony and he can't move?
I thought you and I were going to disagree on this. I couldn't agree more. And you got to realize what's on the line for Connor, too.
Yes.
Like, he loses this one, the ride's over. So why risk it?
You got to be able to get the fuck out of the way with Michael Chandler.
You fuck yeah. So you're not going to go in compromised, and it's the leg that's already fucked up. Like, you want your best foot forward, no pun intended.
And he spends a lot of time like bouncing on his toes.
Oh,
Big time.
time.
That's his biggest asset against Chandler. You got to in and out, stick and move, kicks.
You
all
can't
that
do
shit.
that with a broken toe.
चले बढ़ते अगले अपडेट की ओर। आई एम मचाडो गैरी ने कहा माइकल वेनम पेज को कि वो मुझे टच भी नहीं कर सकता और इस फाइट में मैं उसका कैरियर एंड कर दूंगा।
And people give him hype. People give him, oh, he's this, he's done that. He never won a world title at Bellator, and he's had 2 opportunities to do it. And now he's coming to the UFC, which is the greatest organization in fighting, and he thinks he's going to come into this division and do what? Win a world title? He couldn't do it at Bellator, and he thinks he's going to do it here. He's not going to touch me, and he's not going to touch anyone above me in the rankings. This is the end of his career. I'm 10 years young, 11 years younger than him. I'm faster than him. I'm prettier than him. I'm more technical than him. And in every single which way, I'm going to outclass him. And I'm going to prove that there is levels to this game.
चले बढ़ते नेक्स्ट अपडेट की ओर। क्यों सऊदी की फाइट के बाद सार्गे पाव्लोविच और अलेक्जेंडर वोल्कोव की फ्रेंडशिप हो गई एंड का क्या कहना था अलेक्जेंडर वोल्कोव का?
Seems though at the end of the fight you were trying to shake Sergey's hand, but he didn't want to have any of it. He pushed you away. Is it possible that there will be a peace treaty and you'll be sparring again in the future?
По-моему, это был некрасивый поступок. Мне очень бы хотелось разобраться в том, почему именно он на меня обиделся. Возможно, что-то недопонял, но если он что-то недопонял, это, наверное, его проблема, а не мои. Что меня удивило действительно после боя, я первый раз в жизни, наверное, слышу, как Сергей ругается матом, послав меня, по-моему, я послал. Ну, то есть там точно я не слышал до этого. То есть если я себе позволяю в качестве шутки или красивого словца что-то добавить, от него такого я никогда не слышал. Поэтому здесь, с моей стороны никаких проблем нету. Мне садиться не нужно. Видимо, у него какие-то сложности со мной. Я ситуацию отпустил, живу дальше. Его пусть судят люди, которые на него смотрят.
चले बढ़ते अगले अपडेट की ओर। एलेक्स परेरा ने अपनी कुछ क्लिप अपलोड करी है हेवीवेट बॉक्सर के साथ स्पारिंग की।
Aí é pra quem tá vendo, pensando que o Potão tá sentado no sofá se preparando pra essa luta, tá? A gente viaja, mas a gente treina, caralho.
Fazer um sparrezinho, 4 rodas ali, amanhã, mais 2 metros de altura, eu acho que tem não?
2 metros e 7, 115 quilos.
É sério? Eles arrumam cada uma pra mim, velho.
You know your fault.
Dá 3 bem junto. Isso.
आगे बढ़ते हैं अगले अपडेट की ओर। उस मास्विडाल ने कॉनर मैकग्रेगर को कहा कि कभी भी मेरे साथ फाइट करना नहीं चाहते क्योंकि वो मेरे से डरते हैं। आप लोग सोचते हो माइकल चैंडलर वर्सेस कॉनर मैकग्रेगर की पेपर व्यू ज्यादा सेल होगी मेरे और कॉनर के फाइट से? कोई नहीं है मेरे माइंड में कि मैं वन ऑफ द बिगेस्ट पेपर व्यू बॉस हूँ यूएफसी में लास्ट 5 सालों से। कोर्स मेरी और कॉनर की फाइट सभी रिकॉर्ड्स को ब्रेक कर सकते हैं, लेकिन कॉनर मैकग्रेगर ऐसा कभी नहीं करेगा।
All I've always wanted to see is you and Connor at some point, whether it's boxing, MMA, anything. I've just always wanted to see that, man. And so I want to know, is the book, do you already have that next chapter kind of written? And can you maybe share what it could be?
All right, so this is my thoughts on it. I think Connor's convinced that he could beat Chandler. He really thinks so. And, you know, not to diss Chandler, but it's not like a huge mountain to climb. Like, Chandler's a very beatable guy, you know, for obvious reasons. And Connor won't step in the ring with him for some reason or another. You know, it's a mind thing. It's Dustin Poirier took his soul, as the rumor goes around, and I really truly believe that as well, you know. And that's a guy that he thinks he could beat Chandler. He's never mentioned my name. He's never addressed me, only to like say stupid things or something, but he's never addressed a fight with me or nothing because he is scared shitless. So if we can't get him to get into the cage with a guy that he's convinced he could beat, what the fuck would make him get into the cage with me? And he knows that I'm not going to take him down. I'm not going to smother him on the ground and look for a submission. I'm going to beat the fuck out of him. Since that bell rings till the bell ends, I'm going to beat the crap out of him standing. And he knows when Nate Diaz got his ass whooped the first one, and the second one I thought he lost as well, you know. And I can't really stand much Nate Diaz, but you can't take it from him. He beat fucking Connor's ass round 2.5 and up, round 3, round 4, round 5. He beat the crap out of Connor, and Connor saw that this guy can't do absolutely nothing to me. Even when he did land the punch, it was like a fucking mosquito bite for me. You know, I walked right through that thing and gave him some heat and put him down. You know, so I think Connor analyzes those things and says, "Man, this dude is as mean as he looks and athletic, and I want no fucking part of this guy because he's gonna take me out of the game the way that I don't want to be taken out, you know. And I'm gonna take all his air from him because he's not gonna be able to say, well, this guy took me down and fucking, you know, rid me out or some shit. No, I'm gonna fucking bust his face up. It's not gonna be good for his brand. The UFC's trying to make this fight happen, as Dana has said, and Conor doesn't want it. He just doesn't want the damn fight. You know, never mentions my name or anything. But we're the biggest possible fight. You think Michael Chandler versus Conor sells more than me versus Conor? Like, nobody in their right mind thinks that. Or Conor versus Cowboy sells more than me versus Conor? Nobody in their right mind thinks that, you know? I'm one of the biggest pay-per-view draws of the UFC of the last 5-6 years. Of course we break all records and stuff, but this coward won't do it, you know? And also, me personally, I would never just sit around waiting for one fucking man to fight.
That's all. Thank you guys. आज के लिए इतना ही।